Welcome to the Nerd Party.
Hello, I'm Charlene Schmidt.
I'm Patrick Schmidt.
We just watched A Distant Star, episode 4 of season 2 of Babylon 5. It is time to babble for 5. So, Swamp Rat, what did you think of this one?
I don't know, Stinky, what did you think?
I quite liked it.
I thought it was cute.
Cute?
Cute.
That's how you're describing this episode, is cute?
I'm not really overwhelmed by this episode.
I'm real okay.
That's the bottom line. I'm not overwhelmed by this episode.
I mean, there's little things here that I think you could kind of grab onto and get something out of. I'm particularly drawn to this guy, Captain Maynard, who was a longtime friend of Sheridan's, who was his commanding officer way back before the war on Mars. This leads to stirring up some real deep-seated feelings in Sheridan. That's what I'm getting out of it.
I think it was interesting to get a little bit bigger picture of who he is and what he wants to do. And maybe if we can continue to see him struggle with that pull between the job he has and the job he wants, maybe we can look back to this episode and say, hey, we saw this here. But if that doesn't happen, then it's just a very cute midlife crisis that resolves itself in 42 minutes.
I think we've learned at this point in the Babylon 5 evolution already that nothing is that simple. I do think this is something that he will continue to struggle with, and maybe he's overcome this hurdle, but there's going to be more hurdles.
Right. As the noob, it's really hard for me to have faith that everything is going to mean something moving forward, because so many shows don't do that.
Right. And I suppose also as a first timer, you don't know what is supposed to mean something going later on.
Exactly.
Do you or do you not invest the mental energy to remember who these people are, what's going on, that sort of a thing? I mean, I totally understand your mindset. I get it.
Fair
so,
enough.
Okay, fine. Cute it is. I do think it's interesting that a former war hero, Captain Sheridan, there is a part of him who really thinks that he would be happier just out there hopping the galaxy like Captain Maynard. I don't think we ever would have seen Sinclair struggling like this.
I think Sinclair, rest in peace, understood.
We don't know.
Understood that this kind of was his calling and this is what he was good at. Sheridan maybe doesn't feel that as strongly yet.
He's growing into this role. It's not coming naturally to him. And you know what? It's kind of refreshing to see that.
You know how I know he's adapting to the job?
How?
During this episode when he goes, I have an idea.
Right in Sinclair's footsteps. I love it. I love this so much. But it's true. He said that out loud.
He literally said, I have an idea.
Let's talk about Delenn. We don't know the full extent of her transformation, but we do know that other Minbari are already regarding her as possibly non-Minbari. Are her people going to disown her?
So before we jump into whether she's going to get disowned, because I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
There's the moment that Delenn and Sheridan share in the little window
the garden
area. There was a little bit of flirtiness happening there, and I was kind of surprised that maybe Sheridan didn't notice that.
They did exchange a little bit of a look between each other in Revelations. Maybe there's a little something to that. And do you still hate her?
Kinda.
No? Kinda?
Kinda.
Okay, what do you think?
I don't trust her, but I don't hate her. I don't think she's doing this to get closer to humans. I think she's doing it to perhaps win the war.
The war against
humans.
So are Minbari going to go back to war with the humans?
No, she's going to use this somehow to basically get close to humans to destroy them from the inside.
Oh, evil, wicked.
Mm-hmm. And I think she is going to look at it like, you know what, go ahead, disown me. You're going to be kissing my feet by the time it's all said and done.
Ooh, interesting. One thing that I get out of the whole interaction with Sheridan and Delenn is that this scene taps into a greater wisdom from Delenn that I don't know if we've really seen before. She has this beautiful thing about how we are all star stuff and we are the material of the universe trying to figure itself out. That's cool. I like this version of Delenn.
That's one of those things you put on the IMDb quote page.
Or your signature at the end of the email.
Yes.
Yeah. She's got some sort of deeper understanding about the universe, and I want to see more of it.
I do have one final thought, and that is the Demigorgon.
The dark, shadowy things, yes. Demigorgons.
I still am trying to figure out how the Demigorgons are connected to Mr. Morden. That's the other thing I'm really looking forward to, is trying to figure out how the darkness, how the Demigorgon is controlled, who controls it, what motivates it, why it does what it does. That is actually really interesting, and one of the more interesting things in Babylon 5 right now for me. I want to see that story unfold more fully.
That's going to have to be a wrap for A Distant Star, and this was a lot of fun. This is, I think, the part of the show where things really just start getting crazy and fun. Let us know what you think about this episode, this Babble for 5 in the comments. We would love to know what you think about being star stuff. What is your philosophy on the universe? Let us know. And of course, like and subscribe and do all the YouTube things. We thank you for your support, and we thank the Nerd Party, of course, for hosting us. Thank you, guys. And until next time, we will have more Babbles for 5.
See you later, star stuff.